Assalamu alaikum. How are you students? Hope you all would be fine. Let's start our next topic, that is covalent bonds. Next type of bond, that is covalent bond. In previous lecture we had discussed there are four types of bonds: ionic bond, covalent bond, coordinate covalent bond, and metallic bond. Previous lecture we had discussed the ionic bond, and now we are discussing covalent bond. Now what is covalent bond, how it is formed, let's check. First of all, you should know the definition of covalent bond. The bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron. The bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron or electrons is called covalent bond. Covalent. Now we have to check that which elements prefer to form covalent bond. In this regard, the elements of group 15, 16 and 17, they undergo in the formation of covalent bond, as they have 5, 6 and 7 electrons respectively in their valence shell. So a question arises that how the electron would be shared between two atoms, as electron carries negative charge and there must be repulsion. Yes, this is a big question that can arise in your minds. So dear student, you know that in an atom there is a proton and electron. In proton and electron, in positive charge you can say of proton and electron, in the nucleus there is proton, and in the outermost shell or in the area surrounded by nucleus is your shell, it has electron. So there is the force of attraction between the nucleus and the electron, or proton and the electron. For instance, let's check that how atoms arrange themselves or satisfy to make a covalent bond. Just suppose we have an atom A, similarly we have another atom, just we can say an atom B. The atom of electron, for the sake, we can represent as Ea. The electrons of atom B can be represented as Eb, electron for B. The nucleus of atom A can be represented as nucleus of A, as there is positive charge on nucleus, or because there is proton. So the nucleus of atom B can be taken as NuB. So if we look the forces of attraction and repulsion in between these two elements, so how many forces of attraction and repulsion are existing or may exist in between these two atoms? First of all, force of attraction. Forces of attraction. One force of attraction would be between nucleus of A with EA. Second traction, force of attraction, nucleus of atom B with electron of atom B. Third force of attraction, when it would share, it would exert attraction the nucleus of A over electron of B, and similarly nucleus of B over electron of A. So third force would be nucleus of A to electron of B, and fourth traction, nucleus of B to electron of A. Overall, there are four attractive forces. Four attractive forces. And let's check the repulsive forces. There are only two repulsive forces. First, let's check repulsive forces. Force of repulsion, number one, between EA versus EB, and second, nucleus of A versus nucleus of B. So in this way, how many force of repulsion are there? Two. Force of repulsions are 2 and force of attractions are 4. So 4 minus 2, the answer would be 2. Since the forces of attraction are dominant, in this way these atoms would be able to make the bond. So the question that arises in your mind that, so there are the negative charge on electron, then how these electrons share with each other, why they do not repel each other during the formation of molecule. So we have to see these forces. Hopefully you would get it. Now come to our main topic, that is covalent bonds. So in this way, when these atoms come close to each other, there is a specific distance which is known as bond length. Okay, each and every atom, it has its specific bond length, and that bond length again decide the strength of covalent bond. Greater the bond length, weaker will be the bond. We will discuss in the later in forthcoming classes, inshallah. So next topic, the types of covalent bonds. The types of covalent bond. Types of covalent bond. Types of covalent bonds. There are three types of covalent bond. Number one, single covalent bond. Very simple. Single covalent bond. Covalent bond. The word covalent means common valency or common valence electrons or common valence shell, you can say. The bond which is formed or the bond in which each bonded atom contribute one electron. Each bonded atom contributes one electron is called single covalent bond. Single covalent bond. For example, hydrogen, you can say very simple example. Hydrogen, in one hydrogen there is one electron, other hydrogen has also one electron. So when they are gonna share with each other, we can represent in this way. Lewis structure formula, dot cross formula, and we will draw the line, single line. It is represented by drawing the single line between the two atoms. So this line is actually known as covalent bond. This is not a dash, this is called covalent bond. And we can similarly we have other examples. For example, in case of chlorine can also make, because chlorine there is 7 electrons, there are 7 electrons in chlorine, hence it can also share. For the sake of differentiation, we may draw dot and cross. So here we have the formation of chlorine molecule, and so on. Similarly, we have the examples of your HCl and CH4. These all are given in your book. So this is your single covalent bond, the bond in which each bonded atom contributes one electron is called single covalent bond. Very simple. Next we have double covalent bond. Double covalent bond. Double covalent bond. It is represented by double line, and again each bonded atom contributes 2 electrons. Very simple. 2 electron is called double covalent bond. Double covalent bond. Simple examples are there. Common example for this is your formation of oxygen molecule. Oxygen molecule, as you know, in oxygen there are 6 electrons in valence shell. So we can draw the structure. It's very necessary while doing your board paper. You must have to give these examples. You have to draw these structures because they carry the marks. So in this way you can draw it. These are your valence electrons, and at the end O2. Another example is there, the formation of double bond in your, this is your ethene, ETHE and ethene. This is also example. You may give only 1 or 2 examples, it's up to you. Don't worry. Ethene, the formation of ethene, and other examples are also there. So this is the double covalent formation of double covalent bond. What's double covalent bond? The bond in which each bonded atom contributes 2 electrons, or 2 electrons are contributed by each bonded atom is called your double covalent bond. The last type of covalent bond is triple covalent bond. Again, as it is clear from the word triple. So triple covalent bond, it is represented by the 3 line or triple lines. Okay. Triple covalent bond. In triple covalent bond, each bonded atom contributes how many electrons? 3 electrons. It's a very simple topic, covalent bond, and mostly very important topic in your board point of view. Most of them in the exams we have seen that either covalent bond or ionic bond they are asked in the exam. So this is called your triple covalent bond. Triple covalent bond, and let's have example of formation of triple covalent bond. In triple covalent bond, common example is the formation of nitrogen molecule. In the nitrogen molecule, since there are 5 electrons, that can be written in this way. Okay. Inshallah, in next lecture I would inshallah explain this. In this way you can write. These are actually the representation of valence electrons of a molecule. or N2. Now students, another example, we have ethyne. This is the formation of ethyne. Okay, or you can see C2H2. This is called ethyne. Acetylene or ethyne, both are same. Ethyne or acetylene. Yes, student, you may see here that I have drawn these two dots. These are known as lone pair. These are known as lone pair. Now, what are lone pair? The pair of electrons. Here I am also going to. This was all about your types of covalent bond, and lone pair and bond pair. I'm going to explain it in a separate way. So I wish that we have the concentration over here. So what are lone pair and bond pair? Lone pair and bonding electron or bond pair. Very quickly, because in a covalent bond you may see lone pair and bond pair. Lone pair versus bond pair. Bond pair. In nitrogen, you may see if we have the electronic configuration of nitrogen 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 3. In the valence shell we have 5 electrons, Kl. Now, for each subshell we have to draw, for 2 electrons we have to draw one box, and in previous chapter or class I have told you that what is the capacity of S subshell. S subshell has 2 electrons, P subshell has capacity of 6 electrons, D has 10 electrons, and F has 14 electrons. For 2 electrons we have to draw one box. This is called your orbital. So in the P subshell we have 3 orbitals. In the P subshell we have 3 orbitals. So in case of nitrogen we would have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. These are known as single electrons, or these are called bonding electrons. These are known as bonding electrons. And here we call it non-bonding electrons, or it's called lone pair. Okay, so we can say the pair of electron present in the valence shell of a non-metal. The pair of electron present in the valence shell of a non-metal is known as your lone pair. Okay, and in case of nitrogen we have one lone pair because there are 3 single electrons. So in nitrogen there is one lone pair. Okay, lone pair. And in case of oxygen we have 2 lone pair. 2 lone pair. And in case of fluorine, since there are 7 electrons, we would have 3 lone pair, 1, 2 and 3. These are lone pairs. Lone pairs. Okay, so in conclude we can say that in nitrogen has one lone pair. Nitrogen has one lone pair. Oxygen has 2 lone pairs, and fluorine has 3 lone pairs. So hopefully you would get the lone pair and bond pair. Yeah, or bond pair we can say, if in case of your bond pair, if I am going to draw the structure of nitrogen, you can see here how many bond pairs are there. For one covalent bond we will have one bond pair. So here we have 2 lone, in case of nitrogen molecule we have 2 lone pairs. These are lone pairs, and we have 3 bond pair, 1 bond pair, 2nd bond pair and 3 bond pair. So in case of N2 we have 2 lone pairs, okay, and 3 bond pairs, or 6 bonding electrons. So this was all about your lone pair and bond pair. So it's the you can say that it's the second subtopic of your covalent bond. So I have also explained this for you people. For any query, for any question, you can ask me, you can send me message, or you can contact me. Stay blessed. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay, students, now write down MCQs of the related topic. In first MCQ, I have written here, the bond formed by the mutual sharing of electrons is called A. Ionic bond, B. Covalent bond, C. Metallic bond, D. Hydrogen bond. Number 2, if two electrons are contributed from each atom, then the resultant bond is A. Single covalent, B. Double covalent, C. Triple covalent, D. Ionic bond. MCQ number 3. In nitrogen molecule, there is present A. Single bond, B. Double bond, C. Triple bond, D. Tetra bond. 4 MCQ. How many electrons take part in formation of H2 molecule? A. 2 electrons, B. 4 electrons, C. 6 electrons, D. 8 electrons. Then we have short questions. Number 1, define double covalent bond with example. In this question you have to draw the structure as well. Okay, you can consult with your book. Number 2, draw the structure of CH4 methane, C2H4, you may see in at your book, and C2H2. All the related electronic structures must be mentioned here. Okay, all the structures must be present here. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.